Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something very real. 7 laws of a strong life. Because life is not always easy. People don't always understand you. Situations don't always support you. And sometimes, you feel like you are alone. In those moments, you don't need motivation. You need strength. Real strength. The kind that protects your peace, your mind, and your future. So in this video, we will go step by step and understand the rules that build a strong life. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Hide your pain. Protect your energy. The first law of a strong life is hide your pain. But understand this deeply. This does not mean you should suffer alone. It means be careful who you show your pain to. Let's go deeper. Not everyone who listens cares. Not everyone who asks understands. Some people are curious, not supportive. Some people listen, but they don't feel. And some people use your pain against you. That is reality. So strength is not about sharing everything. It is about protecting your inner world. Imagine this. You are going through a difficult time. You feel low. You feel broken. And you start telling everyone. What happens? Some people ignore you. Some people judge you. Some people talk about you behind your back. And instead of feeling better, you feel worse. Now imagine the opposite. You stay quiet. You observe. You choose carefully. You open up only to someone you trust. What happens? You feel safe. You feel understood. You feel stronger. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Your pain is personal. It is part of your journey. It shapes you. It teaches you. But when you expose it everywhere, you lose control over it. Because people interpret it in their own way. And their understanding is not always right. Another powerful idea. Silence builds strength. When you learn to handle your emotions internally, you become stronger. You become stable. You don't depend on others to feel better. That is real power. But remember, this does not mean isolation. You don't have to carry everything alone. You just need to be selective. Choose 1 or 2 people who truly understand you, who respect your feelings, who don't judge. That is enough. Let's go deeper. Emotional control is strength. When you feel pain, you don't react immediately. You don't express everything instantly. You pause, you think, you process. That creates maturity. Another important point. People respect what you protect. If you share everything, people take it lightly. But if you keep things private, people respect your boundaries. Also remember, healing does not come from talking to everyone. It comes from understanding yourself, from reflecting, from growing, from learning. That is how real strength is built. Let's go deeper. Not everyone deserves access to your emotions, your struggles, your thoughts. These things are valuable. Keep them protected. Another powerful idea. Energy matters. Every time you share your pain with the wrong person, your energy drops. But when you protect it, you stay strong. You stay focused. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Your pain is not for everyone. Protect it, respect it, and share it only where it is safe. So from today, don't overshare. Don't seek attention for your struggles. Don't open up to everyone. Stay calm. Stay selective. Stay strong. Because when you protect your inner world, you build real strength, the kind that no one can break. Lesson 2. Never rely fully on others. Build self-reliance. The second law of a strong life is never rely completely on others. Let's go deeper. People change. Situations change. Support is not always guaranteed. Someone may help you today, but tomorrow, they may not be there. That is reality. So if your life depends completely on others, your stability becomes weak. Now imagine this. You rely on someone for decisions, for support, for direction. What happens? When they are there, you feel strong. But when they are not, you feel lost. That creates insecurity. Now imagine the opposite. You rely on yourself. You think clearly. You make decisions. You handle your problems. What happens? You feel stable. You feel confident. That is strength. Let's go even deeper. Self-reliance is not about doing everything alone. It is about being capable. It is about knowing that even if no one helps, you can still move forward. That mindset changes everything. Another powerful idea. Independence builds confidence. Every time you solve your own problems, you trust yourself more. You feel stronger, and that confidence reflects in your life. Let's go deeper. When you depend too much on others, you give away control. Your mood depends on them. Your decisions depend on them. Your progress depends on them. And when you lose control, you lose power. But when you rely on yourself, you take control back. Another important point. You must learn essential skills. Communication, decision-making, problem-solving. These skills make you independent. They make you capable. Let's go deeper. You will face challenges, difficult situations, moments where things don't go your way. In those moments, self-reliance matters because you don't wait for rescue. You act, you adjust, you move forward. Another powerful idea. Expect less from others. Not in a negative way, but in a realistic way. If someone helps, appreciate it. But don't depend on it, because expectations create disappointment. Self-reliance creates stability. Also, remember, asking for help is not weakness, but depending completely is risky. So, balance is important. Take help, but stay capable. Let's go deeper. Build emotional strength. Don't let your feelings depend on others. Learn to stay calm. Learn to stay focused. That creates inner power. Another important point, responsibility builds strength. When you take responsibility for your life, you grow, you improve, you become better. But when you blame others, you stay stuck. That is the difference. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Rely on yourself for strength, because when you trust yourself, you never feel lost. So from today, don't depend completely on others. Don't wait for support. Don't give away your control. Build your strength. Build your skills. Trust yourself. Because when you become self-reliant, you don't just survive. You stand strong in any situation. Lesson 3. Don't be too kind. Set boundaries. The third law of a strong life is don't be too kind. But understand this correctly. This is not about becoming rude. It is about becoming aware. Let's go deeper. Kindness is a beautiful quality. It shows you care. It shows you respect others. It shows you have a good heart. But kindness without boundaries becomes dangerous because not everyone respects kindness. Some people take advantage of it. Some people use it for their benefit. And slowly, you start losing yourself. Imagine this. You always help others. You always say yes. You always adjust. What happens? People expect it. They stop valuing it. And when you finally say no, they feel surprised. They feel offended because they got used to your unlimited kindness. Now imagine the opposite. You are kind, but you have limits. You help when it is right. You say no when needed. What happens? People respect you. They understand your value. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Kindness without boundaries drains your energy. You give your time. You give your effort. You give your attention. But what do you get back? Sometimes, nothing. And slowly, you feel tired. You feel frustrated because you are given more than you are receiving. That is imbalance. And imbalance creates weakness. Another powerful idea. Respect yourself first. Before you help others, ask yourself, is this right for me? Does this affect my time? Does this disturb my peace? If the answer is yes, you must step back. Because your responsibility is not to please everyone. Your responsibility is to protect yourself. Let's go deeper. Saying no is a skill. Many people feel guilty. They think, if I say no, I will hurt them. But the truth is, if you keep saying yes, you hurt yourself. And your life matters too. So learn to say no. Calmly, clearly, without guilt. That is strength. Another important point. Not everyone deserves your kindness. This may sound hard, but it is real. Some people respect you. Some people misuse you. You must learn to see the difference. Give your kindness where it is valued, not where it is ignored. Let's go deeper. Being too available reduces your value. If you are always there, people take you for granted. But when you create limits, your presence becomes important. Because people respect what is not easily available. Another powerful idea. Boundaries protect your peace. Without boundaries, you get involved in everything. Every problem, every request, every situation. But with boundaries, you stay focused. You protect your energy. You protect your goals. That is power. Also remember, when you start setting boundaries, some people will not like it. They will say, "You changed. You are not the same." But understand this. You did not become worse. You became stronger. And not everyone is comfortable with that. Let's go deeper. Kindness should come from strength, not from fear. If you are kind because you are afraid to say no, that is not kindness. That is weakness. But if you are kind because you choose to be, that is power. Another important point. Balance is everything. Be kind, but be firm. Be helpful, but be aware. Be respectful, but respect yourself first. That balance creates strength. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Be kind, but don't lose yourself in the process. Because real strength is knowing where to give and where to stop. So, from today, don't say yes to everything. Don't ignore your own needs. Don't let people use your kindness. Set boundaries. Protect your energy. Respect yourself. Because when you master this, you don't become cold. You become strong. Lesson 4. Choose those who choose you. Let's go deeper. One of the biggest mistakes people make is chasing others, chasing attention, chasing approval, chasing relationships. They try to prove their value. They try to be accepted. They try to fit in. But in that process, they lose themselves. Imagine this. You are always the one calling, always the one texting, always the one making effort. What happens? The other person gets used to it. They stop trying. They stop valuing you because you are always available. Now imagine the opposite. You give effort, but only where it is returned. You invest your time only where you are respected. What happens? Your value increases. Your relationships become stronger. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Real relationships are mutual, not one-sided. Both people give effort. Both people care. Both people respect each other. If it is one-sided, it is not a connection. It is a burden. Another important point. Stop forcing connections. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Some people come and they go. That is natural. But when you try to hold them, you create pain. Because forced relationships never feel real. Let's go deeper. Your time is valuable. Your energy is limited. If you give it to the wrong people, you lose opportunities. You lose focus. You lose peace. So be selective. Choose wisely. Another powerful idea. Pay attention to actions, not words. Many people say, "I care about you. I respect you." But their actions show something else. They ignore you. They don't make time. They don't support you. So watch what people do, not what they say. That shows the truth. Let's go deeper. Self-respect is key. If you respect yourself, you don't chase. You don't beg for attention. You don't try to prove your worth, because you already know your value. And that confidence changes everything. Another important point. Distance is not always loss. Sometimes, distance is protection. It protects your peace. It protects your energy. It protects your growth. So don't be afraid to step back. Also remember, you don't need many people. You need the right people. Even 1 or 2 strong connections are enough. Quality matters more than quantity. Let's go deeper. When you surround yourself with the right people, you grow. They support you. They challenge you. They push you forward. But when you stay around the wrong people, you feel stuck. You feel drained. That affects your life. Another powerful idea. Let go without anger. Not every ending needs a fight. Sometimes, you just move on. Quietly, calmly, with respect. That is maturity. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Stop chasing people and start choosing people who choose you. So from today, don't force relationships. Don't chase attention. Don't ignore red flags. Choose wisely. Respect yourself. Value your time. Because when you choose the right people, your life becomes lighter, stronger, and more peaceful. Lesson 5. Let them misunderstand you. You owe no explanation. The 5th law of a strong life is, let people misunderstand you. You do not owe everyone an explanation. Let's go deeper. One of the biggest traps in life is trying to make everyone understand you. You explain your actions. You explain your decisions. You explain your intentions again and again because you want people to see you correctly. But the truth is, not everyone wants to understand you. Some people listen, but they don't care. Some people hear you, but they still judge you. And some people decide what they believe before you even speak. That is reality. Imagine this. You try to explain everything. You spend time. You spend energy. You try to clear every misunderstanding. What happens? You feel tired. You feel frustrated. Because no matter how much you explain, some people will still not understand. Now imagine the opposite. You stay calm. You stop over-explaining. You focus on your actions. What happens? You feel free. You protect your peace. That is strength. Let's go even deeper. You cannot control people's opinions. No matter what you do, some people will like you. Some people will not. So if your goal is to please everyone, you will lose yourself. Because you will keep changing, adjusting, explaining, and still, it will not be enough. Another powerful idea. Clarity within is more important than approval outside. If you know your intentions are right, you don't need validation from everyone. You don't need to prove yourself. You simply move forward. That is confidence. Let's go deeper. Over-explaining reduces your value. When you explain too much, it shows doubt. It shows you are seeking approval. But when you stay calm and let your actions speak, people see strength. Silence can be powerful. Another important point. Not every situation needs your response. Sometimes, walking away is better. Sometimes, staying silent is better. Because not every conversation is worth your energy. And your energy is valuable. Let's go deeper. People understand you based on their mindset, their experiences, their beliefs. So even if you explain perfectly, they may still see it differently. That is not your problem. That is their perspective. Another powerful idea. Focus on your life, not on others' opinions. When you focus too much on what people think, you lose direction. But when you focus on your path, you move forward. That is growth. Also remember, the right people will understand you without too many words, without too much explanation, because they see your intention, they see your actions, and that is enough. Let's go deeper. Peace comes from acceptance. Accept that not everyone will understand you. Accept that some people will judge you. And once you accept this, you feel lighter. You stop fighting unnecessary battles. Another important point. Your time is limited. Don't waste it proving yourself to people who have already decided not to understand you. Invest that time in growth, in learning, in building your life. That is more important. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. You don't need to explain your life to everyone. Live it in a way that speaks for itself. So from today, stop over-explaining. Stop seeking approval. Stop trying to control opinions. Stay clear, stay calm, stay focused. Because when you stop explaining yourself, you don't lose respect. You gain freedom. Lesson 6. Protect your mind and your body. That is your true power. The 6th law of a strong life is protect your mind and your body. Because this is your real power. Not money, not status, not external success. Your mind and your body. Let's go deeper. Everything you do in life depends on these two things: your thoughts, your energy, your focus. If your mind is weak, you lose direction. If your body is weak, you lose strength. And when both are weak, nothing works properly. Imagine this. You have opportunities, but your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, fear, overthinking. What happens? You don't take action. You hesitate. You miss chances. Now imagine the opposite. Your mind is clear, focused, strong. What happens? You act with confidence. You move forward. You grow. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Your mind is influenced by what you consume, what you watch, what you read, who you listen to. All of this shapes your thinking. If you consume negativity, your mind becomes negative. If you consume value, your mind becomes strong. So be careful. Protect what enters your mind. Another powerful idea: limit toxic environments, negative people, negative conversations, negative influences. These things drain your energy. They reduce your focus. So distance yourself. Because protecting your mind is protecting your future. Let's go deeper. Your body is your engine. Without energy, you cannot perform. Without strength, you cannot sustain. So take care of it. Exercise regularly. Move your body. Even simple actions matter. Walking, stretching, basic workouts. Consistency is key. Another important point: sleep is critical. Many people ignore it. They sacrifice rest for work. But without sleep, your mind becomes slow. Your decisions become weak. Your energy drops. But with proper rest, everything improves. Focus, clarity, performance. That is powerful. Let's go deeper. Food matters. What you eat affects how you feel. If you eat unhealthy regularly, your body feels heavy. Your energy drops. But when you eat better, you feel active. You feel sharp. That improves your life. Another powerful idea: mental discipline is strength. Control your thoughts. Don't let every negative idea control you. Observe your thinking. Guide it. Train your mind to stay focused. Because a controlled mind creates a controlled life. Also, remember, stress management is important. You will face pressure, challenges, difficult moments, but how you handle them decides your strength. Stay calm, stay balanced. Don't let stress control you. Let's go deeper. Your habits define your strength. Daily habits, small actions, they build your mind. They build your body. So create good habits. Protect them. Follow them consistently. Another important point: respect yourself, your time, your energy, your health. Because if you don't protect it, no one else will. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Your mind and body are your greatest assets. If you protect them, you can handle anything life throws at you. So from today, don't ignore your health. Don't feed your mind with negativity. Don't sacrifice your energy. Protect yourself. Build strength. Stay disciplined. Because when your mind is strong and your body is ready, you become unstoppable. Lesson 7. Not everyone deserves your truth. Keep it sacred. Let's go deeper. In today's world, people share everything: their plans, their thoughts, their struggles, their next moves. They believe being open with everyone is strength. But the truth is, uncontrolled openness reduces your power, because not everyone supports you. Some people doubt you. Some people judge you. Some people quietly compete with you. And when you reveal everything, you give them access. access to your ideas, access to your weaknesses, access to your direction. That is risky. Imagine this. You share your goals with everyone. You tell them what you are planning. What happens? Some people discourage you. Some people laugh. Some people don't take you seriously. And slowly, your confidence drops. Now imagine the opposite. You stay quiet. You work silently. You protect your plans. What happens? You stay focused. You stay confident. And when results come, they speak louder than words. That is power. Let's go even deeper. Your truth is valuable. Your ideas, your vision, your personal life. These things are not for everyone. They are private. They are personal. And when you protect them, you maintain control. Another powerful idea. Silence creates strength. When you don't share everything, people don't know your next move. They don't know your strategy. That gives you an advantage because you are working without distraction. Let's go deeper. Oversharing creates vulnerability. You expose too much. You trust too quickly, and that can lead to disappointment. So learn to filter. Not everything needs to be shared. Another important point, speak less, observe more. When you talk less, you learn more. You understand people better. You see their intentions. That awareness protects you. Let's go deeper. Privacy builds confidence. When your plans are yours, you focus more. You don't depend on validation. You don't depend on approval. You move with clarity. Another powerful idea, let results speak. Instead of talking about what you will do, show what you have done. Because results create respect. Words create expectations. And expectations create pressure. So reduce talking. Increase action. Also remember, trust must be earned, not given easily. Before you share something important, observe the person, understand them, see if they respect you. That protects you from mistakes. Let's go deeper. Strong people move differently. They don't announce everything. They don't explain everything. They focus. They build. They deliver. That is why they stand out. Let me give you a powerful line to remember. Move in silence. Because when your results speak, no explanation is needed. So, from today, don't share everything. Don't reveal your plans early. Don't trust everyone quickly. Stay private, stay focused, stay disciplined. Because when you protect your truth, you protect your power and your path. Strength is not loud, it is quiet. It is built in silence, through discipline, through awareness, through control. Most people try to look strong, but real strength is different. It is how you handle pain. It is how you protect your energy. It is how you choose your path. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to explain your life. You don't need everyone to understand you. You just need to stay focused on becoming stronger every day. So from today, stop seeking approval. Stop wasting your energy. Stop giving yourself to the wrong people. Protect your peace. Protect your time. Protect your life. Because when you master these laws, you don't just survive. You become unbreakable. If you learned something valuable from this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because we bring you simple and powerful ideas to improve your life every day. And always remember, strong people are not created in comfort. They are built in control. I will see you in the next video.